saying hi to Gary. Hi to you. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in. Today's Puma Day. We're in Puma gear today. And, hope you had a wonderful weekend. And we're really delighted to be with you always. We have some break in the weather down here in Florida, at least in the Tampa Bay area. People worried about frostbite. It drops down to 60 degrees. You think they were pushed out of a plane over Antarctica or something, and have to parachute for their life. Oh, my goodness. Gary's got a jacket on. I and my guest could get inside of it.
I can't get warm from...
That looks like a tent, brother.
It's big. It's oversized so you can wear stuff inside of it.
That's a big jacket, man.
Yeah.
Is that a hunting jacket?
Yeah. It's oversized so you can put a gun inside and a knife.
That's nice.
You wear...
Look at him, man. Look at him.
Like a bodyguard.
You need to put your mic on. Put her mic on.
It's on.
You're on.
Okay.
There you are.
He looks like a bodyguard.
Scary dude, right? Hi, Gary.
Good morning.
I love him, man.
Okay, it's 50 right now. Okay, and the drive-in for me on the motorcycle probably was in the 30s.
I know.
Okay.
That's a big coat. That's all I can say. That's a big coat. Oh, I love him. And we love you, too. Again, thank you for tuning in. Steven's here. All he has on is a hat and a shirt. That's it. And his breeches. Oh, man. And Dr. Sally Byrd, was the voice that you heard. She's the guest in studio. She came in today. Apparently, the cold weather didn't keep her away. No?
Absolutely not. We can handle it.
She has stories to tell. You just stay tuned. She has some good. She just came back from Miami, and I'm going to have to go with her to one of these spa shows. She tells me that they're very interesting. I'm going to get her to tell you some stories about the spa shows. Okay? And there's a purpose in having her do that. I mean, there's some levity in this, but there's also some seriousness associated with it. Maybe, Gary, maybe we need to arrange some point going to one of these spa shows. They're in Miami, and I used to live there, and I'm going to go see for myself, but I'm going to get her to tell you about it. They're messing with the mics and stuff, and so it's all that background noise that you hear. We're going to take a look. I know Dr. Byrd has something on her mind as to what she wants to share. She's always got something on the stove. And we'll see what she cooked up for today. And we always enjoy when you call and tune in and get connected and communicate. We love that. Gary's going to tell you how to do it. And we are, let's talk nutrition. Health Talk Radio for the 21st century for a lot of reasons. He's going to give you some of them.
877-897-8255 is the number to call in at any time during the show. You can also follow us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, one word, and at Let's Talk Nutrition on Instagram and LTN Radio on Twitter. Our meet and greet went really well Friday.
And I want to thank everybody who came out on Friday between 12 and 2 at the Vitamin Discount Center on West Bay Drive in Largo, Florida. It was a long drive to get there from here. It felt like it almost took an hour, the traffic and whatnot. But we had a great time, met some wonderful people. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. Very grateful I had a chance to meet you in person, and thank you. Interesting questions people had. Interesting stories to tell. People caught up in many health challenges. We had the first person I talked to, I don't have permission to use his name, but he's on a weight loss diet. I won't mention the program that he's on. All I can say is there's a commercial on TV for it. He lost 23 pounds in 10 days. Dr. Byrd was doing the math. Yeah, that's a little better than 2 pounds a day. 23 pounds in 10 days. Does that sound like good news to you? He and I discussed it and discussed the program that he's in. He shared some things with me about it. I'm glad that he did because I have some more insight. I have a general idea of what some of these programs, weight loss programs, are about. But he gave me some specific and intimate details. This is very interesting. There are pros and cons to it. 23 pounds in 10 days. That's a lot of weight, Gary. I never put you on that program or recommended for you to do that because I didn't think in the long run that would be your best interest.
The problem is with something like that.
You need to get into your mind.
The problem with that is something like that you don't know how to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they lay it out for you. There's not much to eat, buddy. So you don't have to worry. It's a
fast. It's a fast.
You're not going to be beset with all these cuisine choices. Let me tell you, there's not much to eat. You're down to like 800, 1,200 calories a day. That's it. You're on a 1,200 calorie diet right now that you and I talked about. Put you on.
Right.
And some of these programs, Gary, are down to 500 and 800 a day, buddy.
I mean, what do you just breathe the food in? You don't eat it?
And he was told not to exercise, clearly, because he doesn't have the energy to do it. Mm-hmm. Literally. I mean, not the feeling, but the actual calories to do it. And what he's doing is his body is burning fat. That's what they're doing. They're getting his body to use the fatty acids as fuel to make ATP. Mm-hmm. That's how this works. So when you're losing weight, you want to lose fat. You don't want to lose muscle. This leads me to a story that appeared, came over the transom on healthline.com. Why being overweight increases your risk of cancer. Being overweight or obese is not an aesthetic issue. It's a health issue. Now, aesthetics can be how you look, certainly affects your wellness and well-being. A Dr. Ghassan Abu Alfa, Dr. Abu Alfa, has been doing work in the area of liver cancer for about 2 decades. And he said, quote, "In my own practice, if I said 15 years ago that obesity is the cause of your cancer, it was considered far off, even among many of my colleagues." Close quote. Dr. Abu Alfa is a cancer researcher. It's not out of some garage in Bayonne, New Jersey. He's at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York. The research on the links between obesity and cancer is now pretty well established. But it's not just liver. Dr. Abu Alfa said, "The evidence now shows that patients with morbid obesity and diabetes are potentially prone to get non-alcohol related fatty liver disease that can lead to liver cancer," close quote. What do you always hear me say? Diet is the leading cause of chronic diseases and premature death. We'll be back.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
I don't know if you knew or not, but October is Liver Cancer Awareness Month. Tomorrow's the last day of October. I bring that up because there's a story trending about a study taking a look at cancer and obesity, morbid obesity. You're way out there in the perimeter on that one. And liver cancer. And Dr. Abu Alfa is a researcher at the Sloan Kettering in New York and Cancer Center, and was talking about it in this article. The CDC announced this month that being overweight or obese is traced to a person's risk for at least 13 different types of cancer. 13 no less. Brain, liver, esophagus, thyroid, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, kidney, uterus, and colon, to mention some. Food has consequences. We all know that. But food can have consequences to the extent that it can bring about a fatal disease and early death. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Joe's on the line. Joe, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's great to have you start the week off with us. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Doc. I want to first thank you so much for being at the Vitamin Discount Center on Friday. Fantastic. It was great to see you. You're looking fantastic. I got to meet the crew. I had a wonderful time. Jason is a great guy over there, great manager. He runs a great store. I really appreciate seeing you again and keep you informed, and still working on my change of style of eating and living.
Yeah, I did. First, thank you for your wonderful compliments. It's all you're somebody that's so dialed into his health and the health of his family and his wife, and you don't relent. I mean, you stick with it, and you're concerned, and you work at it, and I respect that and appreciate it, and thank you for your compliments, and thank you for sharing the program that you're on, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy listening to you every day, Doc. I don't call in that often, but I enjoy listening.
What do you think? How do you think you're going to do in the long run with this program?
Well, I think I have 27 more days left, and then I got a 21-day to acclimate myself into the new way of style of eating. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, Doc, I'm not looking for the sweets anymore. For some reason, I'm not hungry for sweets, and I don't miss my pasta.
You don't miss the pasta. There's a way to eat pasta these days that is not deleterious. Everybody wants to throw pasta out the window. They now have spinach pasta, whole grain spinach, artichoke, plant-based pastas other than wheat that are whole grain that are wonderful and good for you, high in fiber, high in protein, and you ought to look into that.
I'm definitely going to look. You mentioned the whole grain.
Whole grain, not whole wheat. Whole grain.
Yes.
Difference.
Yes.
Did you tell me that they did put you on some medication for the weight loss?
No medication. Supplements, but no medication.
That's interesting. And it's primarily calorie restriction, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you down to, about 1,000 calories a day? What?
About 800. 800.
Now, you're going to lose weight. You lost, 23 pounds in 10 days?
Right, correct. I'm right now 193 from 219.
Wow.
In 10 days. No, 12 days.
Holy cow. How do you feel?
Feel great, Doc. I really feel great. I have energy. I can't believe it. It's really amazing. It's tough when you watch TV and you watch the food paradise and you see all these big sandwiches and the ribs and the pork. I have to change the channel.
I know, it's tempting. At every bend and turn and at every stoplight, there's something to tempt you. You feel pretty good. That's interesting.
I do.
Now, this phenomenon is not unknown. Calorie restriction, people would think if I don't eat, I'm going to flatten out and feel terrible. That can happen. If you push yourself. You feel good, but your exercise is restricted because you don't have enough calories to burn. But all in all, you probably have a pretty good sense of well-being, don't you?
I do. I really do.
Yeah, because you're sleeping better too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Part of that is because you're not as metabolically burdened as you were before. Your blood glucose and insulin levels are probably more in line. I looked at your labs. They're more in line. Your brain is more lit up, if you will. You just have a general... Calorie restriction has interesting effects. You can take it to the extreme and end up in a starvation modality, and you don't want to do that. But everybody thinks, oh, if I eat a calorie-restricted diet, somehow I'm not going to feel well. It's calorie restriction with optimal nutrition. That's the program.
Well, you know, Doc, I was very amazed with my wife's blood pressure. She was running pretty high. She was on one medication twice a day, one in the morning, one at night, and she's still on it. But I've noticed from her blood pressure going down to like 116 over 78.
That's wonderful.
120. I mean, fantastic.
Oh, and all she did now is reduce her calorie intake, but she also dropped out. I noticed your diet includes no dairy, right? No dairy. Are you allowed to eat meat?
Yes, but no oils.
No oil. See? No dairy and no oils. Part of what you're doing makes sense to me. What I'm concerned about is at the end. And
Me too.
so that's why you need to keep calling me, because I want to know where you, at the end. I don't want you to revert back to where you were, because then that can be a disaster. But so far, so good. We'll monitor you from afar. Thank you.
Battling sign.
The perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. I want to thank Joe for calling in and sharing his experience. He's on a weight loss diet. I see some pros and cons to what he's doing. You just have, when you're doing that kind of program, you better be careful and know what you're doing. It's tricky business. Dr. Sally Byrd is my guest today. She's in studio. Just got back from Miami, attending a show there, a trade show, and it's a spa kind of trade show. And you might think, well, why would that be of any interest to me? And the answer is, you'll see what the answer is. I'm going to have her share with you something she shared with me, and we'll talk about it. And we invite you to connect with us, and you can do that very easily. Here is a number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-8255. And I have a question that came in over the internet. At what point, when you're on a calorie restriction diet, does your body go into...
Ketosis?
No.
Shock?
Starvation mode.
Okay. You are into starvation mode when you have used up all the creatine, all the glycogen, all the glucose, all of the fat in your body. And now the body's feeding off of amino acids, that is muscle. That's starvation. I guess that's not a highly technical definition, but that'll work. When you become catabolic, you're feeding off of yourself in terms of your amino acids, your muscle, you're now in starvation mode for sure. Your body's main agenda each and every day, is to make ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That's the master fuel of the body. And it constantly is searching for the molecules, the compounds, to make it. It has to make it. You have to blink your eye, you have to drive your car, you have to think, you have to whatever. We're an energy machine, period. A biological, highly advanced energy machine that took millions of years to evolve, man. And that's why some of these diets will get you into a starvation mode. Some of these diets are designed to burn the fat tissue, right? The fatty acids. In theory, that's a good idea. In practice, it can turn you into a dumpster fire. You got to be careful. Dr. Sally Byrd knows a thing or two about this. Dr. Byrd, welcome to the show. Great to have you here today.
It's fabulous to be back on the show, Doc.
We always got stuff going on around it. Isn't that something, man? It's always something. It's traffic this way, traffic that way, and I'm standing in the middle of it, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So you were at a spa show in Miami.
Yes.
Is it high end?
Yes.
It's a high end. Okay.
When she said that, when she first came in, I really thought she went like a pool spa show.
No. This is like
didn't make sense.
It's an aesthetic show, Gary. It's called Spa and Wellness now because they're trying to launch wellness into beauty and that's spas.
That beauty into wellness and wellness
I think
into
that would go hand in hand.
They do.
Yeah.
I've talked about that on the show. So it's health and beauty. So these spa shows, Gary, I'm going to let her tell you. Tell them about spa shows and tell the audience about spa shows.
Well, the spa shows are trying to launch wellness in because it's a trend. Right. A lot of the ladies, it's mostly female clientele, but a lot of men are getting on board now too, and they want more. They don't want chemicals on their face. They want the latest and the greatest to keep them young as long as possible, and it can be highly vanity driven. Sometimes it's wellness driven, but right now most of the treatments are to help them look better.
Okay.
At whatever cost.
So
and the cost can
how many
be quite
showed
high.
up for this show? How many were there?
Well, there were a couple hundred manufacturers.
Okay.
And probably a couple thousand attendees.
Okay, so it wasn't like a natural products trade show where you have tens of thousands of people and 15 or 20,000 companies. It's a more intimate, smaller. Make no mistake, however, very profitable, concentrated effort on the part of these companies. Go ahead.
Okay, and the reason why I ask is, one, we see more people that are getting involved in doing their own podcast, their own video cast, so I can see where looking younger as a male is very lucrative now as a business because of that.
The males that appear at these spa shows are typically the
owners. They really are.
Of the companies.
They're not the attendees. You do get some medical. There are some plastic surgeons that come to these shows because they want to enhance their procedures. And, for instance, they would come over to the Silver Biotics booth because they need things to take down redness, reduce infection, and pain after certain surgeries that they might do.
So they're interested in your products.
They are interested in products that heal without chemicals, and that's a nice trend that they're trying to mitigate bacteria, healing, all types of infections.
So share with the listener and the viewer the dark side of this. This all sounds well and good, and you go there, a bunch of beautiful people running around. I used to live in Miami. I'm very familiar with that crowd and that culture. And it can be very high-end and, flash and bang all over the place. You got people 100 years old, they look 30. It's crazy what the extent to which people go. I'm exaggerating to make a point. But there's a dark side to all of this.
Well, it's marketing. And there are show predators pretty much in every trade. However, at the spa shows, many times companies will hire people in their 20s when they're at the prime. They look fabulous. They don't have any wrinkles, and they will usually gravitate towards a higher-end female owner or esthetician who might start to have lower collagen in their skin. They might have a wrinkle, and they will go up to you and say, I can take care of those wrinkles for you right now. Come into the booth. And that kind of stuff, just is kind of a turnoff. You
called them predators.
Oh, yeah, they're predators, a couple of these booths.
Predators in the sense...
For money, they're extrapolating financial gain for them at the cost of maybe $1,500 for some miracle cream that they promise will take care of your wrinkles.
A little jar of cream could be as much as $1,500.
That's right.
Oh my God!
Show deal is maybe $850, and if you buy $250.
Oh, geez, thank you. 8 ounces of cream for $850. That's a deal, man.
We've got $100
an ounce. $100 an ounce. Oh, I feel so much better already.
But the boat,
we'll be right back. We got more to tell you.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
wellness is a wonderful world to be in as a profession and as a consumer as well. But it is a world populated with charlatans. The natural products industry, the cosmetic industry, and related industries that are trying to get people to look better, feel better, do better, whatever. Oh, for heaven's sake, we even know that even in religion we got charlatans. What do you expect? Dr. Sally Byrd is my guest today. She just got back from a trade show in Miami, and she was sharing, they're a lot of fun. This is a spa show. But there's a message here for all of us. And what's ironic, the people that are in the industry fall prey to the very charlatans that they hire to sell product for them. You can't make that up. They'll buy some of these products themselves that are outrageously, like $100 an ounce for a cream, and that's on sale. That's the sale price. Oh, it's 50% off today. It's only
wholesale, Doc.
And wholesale. Oh my God, I got a deal.
Okay, so the silver product that you have that you put on your hands,
right, before
you send somebody to school, because we're putting on the. You said how much is that retail for?
Retails for $24.95 or $25 approximately.
Don't you feel a little out of place at these?
We're like the undercover. We're the support system product line that helps all of their other products look better.
Okay, so a thing of the Germex is $6.99. The $6.99 Germex only lasts an hour, and one rub of that lasts 4 hours.
That's right, minimum.
What he's talking about is the ASA. Tell the audience what he's talking about.
This is the Silver Biotic Silver Gel. It's short for ASAP, and this is a gel that mitigates germs, mold, bacteria, viruses, yeast for a minimum of 4 hours through 2 hand washings. It's even edible. It doesn't hurt you, and it's safe.
So the surgeons at the spa shows, the plastic,
they love this.
They come to you and they buy the product because they give it to their patients after surgery so that they don't to guard against getting an infection,
and also to take the redness and pain out. Chemical peels. This is very popular after dermabrasion, chemical peels, waxing.
Okay.
Oh, you mean, when you say waxing, you mean like hair removal waxing,
hair
like
removal
eyebrows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these 877-897-8255, please call. The dark side of this, the message here is this. Just because certain products are in the cosmetic industry or the natural products industry, some of these companies, doesn't mean they're legitimate and not charlatans, and to use Dr. Byrd's term, predators. They will. You told me, Dr. Byrd, that these companies, and they have these handsome young men selling the products to these older women, and they charm them, and they're taking advantage of them in that sense. And you're uncomfortable with that.
Yes, and some of our regular customers that we know really well, they don't like it either. The sharp ladies that have been around. But it's just if someone's having a bad day, they have an issue. And women are going around these shows getting treatments done in the booths.
Right then and there.
So they've got patches on their eyes, and they've got masks, or someone just did a dermabrasion. Sometimes there's skid burns. They'll do chemical peels in a booth. So they're in a vulnerable position anyways because they're testing products out for their businesses.
So here's what's the caveat? What's the caveat emptor? What is it? Is that the saying, Stephen? Buyer beware in Latin. Buyer beware. I'm just saying to you this. That's why I talk about dietary companies, supplement companies, food companies, drug companies. I don't throw anybody under the bus directly, but I'm trying to raise your consciousness and awareness.
The Advanced Healing Skin Cream.
From
Silver Biotics. Okay, what is that? What is that for? Because I'm having somebody email me on the Facebook.
What do they want to know?
Is that the same as the silver gel?
There is a gel. However, the cream has moisture added to the gel, so it's a longer time. It lasts for about 8 hours, and they've added organic coconut oil, hyaluronic acid to bring moisture into the skin.
So what I have in my hand is will be the new packaging for the silver gel. I'm holding.
Yeah, in the next month that's coming out, Doc.
Right.
But
Do you have the cream with you?
this is the cream.
Can I see that, please?
That's the unscented.
This is the cream, Advanced Healing Skin Cream. I use this product on my face, and it's a nice product.
Does it get rid of the shave bumps?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Irritants. Certain like little infections from blemishes.
Ingrown hairs, yeah.
Ingrown hair, blemishes, and whatnot. And it's a nice product. And this is used in high-end salons, by the way, the Healing Skin Cream Advanced. Now, here's poor Dr. Byrd at this high-end product spa show, right? They're selling creams at $100 an ounce, and that's on sale. And she's got these products.
That's $9.99 at retail.
And this is $9.99 at retail.
Okay, so how long does the one in his hand last?
I'm going to put some on right now.
It depends on if you're going to use it on the whole face, if you're going to use it on your feet. It's a fabulous post-pedicure for a lot of the ladies. Will use that in their spas. So it's a great takeaway. Maybe 2 weeks, Gary. The larger ones usually last a month. The 4 ounce.
Feels good. See,
Yeah, it's nice. It offers hydration.
Oh yeah, I love this cream.
But
I put it
great.
I put it on at different times. It's nice. See, and it doesn't. It's not real greasy, right? It's smooth. Yeah, I love this product. And so here she is.
I know.
They got all these retailers. They got these handsome young men and women selling these high-end products to these very vulnerable people. And here's Dr. Byrd with all her idealism and goodness with a $9.99 product trying to compete with these. And she does.
Yes, we do.
The surgeons love her. And so do the consumers. Right? The products are legitimate. It's Silver Biotics. We're going to tell you more about them. American Biotech Labs. What's the website people can go to?
www.ablsilver.com.
ABL mean American Biotech Labs. ABLsilver.com. Please beware. Don't fall prey. You know, when people have health issues and they're trying to get something fixed or do better, you're more vulnerable and susceptible. We all are, including me. She was telling me some of the people in the business fall prey to this very people. They're at the trade show selling stuff, and they end up getting conned. You can't make that up. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. We're start of a new week, and glad you could, spend a few moments with us. We're here Monday through Friday, 2 hours a day live, 9 to 11 Eastern. So, but the show is coast to coast, including Hawaii, so consequently it does air at different times in different markets. You have to check your local listings. We love doing the show, obviously, as you can tell. And we're global as well, and we make it global because we stream the show live onto 4 different platforms. 4. Facebook, YouTube, our own website, letstalknutrition.com, and the company that we hired to do that. And you'd be surprised. People across, they find how they find it, I don't know, but they find it. We're connected, of course, to social media. And thanks to Gary, he's made this happen. One of my producers for the show, technical producer, and he's made that happen. And we're hitting about, on average, he'll check it today, I'll have him look now, 30,000 a day on the stream. And we can stream anybody anywhere in the world when they call into the show if they have a computer with a camera and a Wi-Fi. So if you're a guest or a caller within the continental United States or outside of the U.S., wherever you are, we can stream you live. So people can see you if they choose to do that. Pretty good. That's why Let's Talk Nutrition is health talk radio for the 21st century. But, there's always the phone.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-8255.
Dr. Sally Byrd is my guest in studio today. She just got back from Miami attending a spa show. Health and wellness, that kind of spa. Not swimming pool spas and stuff. And it's high end. But there's a dark, and it's all good. I used to live in Miami. I get it. I understand people, flash and bang and want to look beautiful, marvelous, as Ricardo Montalban used to say. You look marvelous. I get it. The dark side is that some of these companies prey on the vulnerabilities of people, trying to get rid of wrinkles and looking for quick fixes to something that biologically, it's like trying to repair a sidewalk with bubble gum. You're not going to repair the crack in the sidewalk with bubble gum, man. You're not. And some of these poor folks get so taken advantage of by these companies. Even at the spa shows. And what's ironic is some of the people that are working the show also get taken advantage of by some of the other companies at the show. Dr. Byrd just told me that they are some of the most vulnerable, right?
Well, because a lot of the ladies, a lot of the estheticians who have been in their trade for 20, 30, 40 years want to stay looking well so that they can sell their trade better. Like, I'm the best, skincare expert and whatnot. However, some of them, we're usually the first aid booth. Whether they get burned by some new chemical peel.
Who's we? Tell the audience who.
The American Biotech Labs booth, because a lot of the estheticians love this silver gel because it takes away redness, pain quickly in the body and promotes rapid healing. So they go to the booth, they get a treatment done, and they come running over because a lot of them are red, they're allergic.
Well, you go to a booth, they sandblast your face.
Or they get infected Botox. I had one of those one time.
Oh, my.
They had it gray, and the ladies, get nervous.
So they fall. The estheticians themselves fall prey. Isn't that interesting? They know better, but this is what happens. And with health generally, too. People become so desperate.
Yes.
Either to look better, the estheticians wanting to look younger so they can sell their products. Other people, in terms of supplements and natural products, wanting to cure something or relieve pain or whatever it might be, and they fall prey to some of the nastiest marketing It's nasty because it works, and people get pulled in. So I'm always trying to caution you about that. Show me the data. When somebody's making all kinds of claims, put this cream on and you're going to look marvelous, tell them to prove it. Where was that clinical trial? Or if you take this pill, that pain is going to go away. Really? Where's the clinical trial? Show me the data. Pretend you're a researcher. Show me the data. Well, my friend Bob or my friend Mary Ann. No, I'm not interested in anecdotal data and stories. That's fine. They have their place, those data. But when it comes to your health, let's say you have a serious gastrointestinal issue. Tell the audience, this is a little gross, but this is true. Tell the audience about what you saw at the show with this lady.
Well, I didn't actually see it. I was... a lot of the ladies also come for personal wellness, and we had a lady who's suffering from extreme parasite infestation in her body. Parasite, and these are horrible ones. They're called strongyloids. They're very difficult to eradicate, and she's getting parasites as long as 2 feet long coming out of her bowel area. There's a large infestation in her small intestine. She's been on heavy-duty medications, and she was starving herself, Doc. What we were just speaking about earlier in the show, she wasn't getting any protein. So for the last 8 months, she was on a special diet of just steamed vegetables with maybe 1 teaspoon of coconut oil a day, eating fermented foods on a green salad. That's all she was eating.
And under doctor's supervision?
Under her reading a couple of docs.
So she's self-treated?
Yeah, she's self-treated pretty much.
Were they treating the parasites with medication?
They were trying to treat the parasites. She was on some meds. However, this woman was not getting any protein. Maybe 5 grams a day.
Where did she get where did she pick up the parasites?
We don't know.
Now, Dr. Ingram comes on the show. You know Dr. Ingram.
Yes, I do.
He's the only one, other than you, that talks about parasites. People think he's making it up.
No, he's not.
He's not making it up. And he keeps saying that it's an epidemic, that there are people walking around with parasites inside of them, and half the time don't even know it.
That is correct. And most of the times, the traditional treatment, like that people will drink the Silver Biotic Silver. They can take Doc's Oregaresp. That's my favorite product he makes, Dr. Ingram.
From North American Herb Spice.
American Herb Spice. It's it works fantastic with silver. And also they can take cloves, wormwood, black walnut. And those are great for the the basic smaller parasites. But when you get these flukes and these strongyloids, they're a lot more difficult, and some of the patients have to go on heavy meds. But you have to eat right.
So do the products, the silver products from American Biotech Labs, help with these parasites?
Yes, they do.
How and
But it's
in
a
what
combination.
way?
They can kill them because the parasites feed on sugar. Okay, they feed on fungus and mold, and that's if the silver eradicates those issues in the body, they have no more food and they can starve.
Okay, this is from the CDC, not from some comic book. Quote, a parasite is an organism that lives on or in a host and gets its food from or at the expense of its host.
Yes.
Parasites can cause disease in humans. Some parasitic diseases are easily treated, the CDC says, and some are not. The burden of these diseases, they continue, often rests on communities in the tropics and subtropics, but parasitic infections also affect people in developed countries, the United States.
It's a lot of the people who own pets really have to be cautious, and they should be drinking silver every day.
And kissing your cat. Read my article. Don't kiss your cat. Is not a good idea. I know you love your pets. Stop doing that, man. You're putting your health at risk.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilomax, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
You know, you always have to be mindful and careful when it comes to health and wellness, well-being, health and beauty, anything related to health. There always is a charlatan or two, and maybe more than that, lurking somewhere, take advantage of you. Welcome back to the show. My guest is Dr. Sally Byrd. She came back from a spa show in Miami, high-end, And she told me that, Doc, there's just a lot of flim-flam going on there, selling creams at $100 an ounce on sale at 50% off. Can you imagine? That's some of these products, $200 an ounce for cream. I mean, please, stop it. And by the way, beauty's from the inside out. Mm-hmm. Ask Dr. Perricone about that.
That's right.
It's from the inside out. It's the collagen matrix is a key. But Dr. Byrd, welcome back. Very briefly, I'm going to just go back to this issue of parasites at the CDC website right now. I want to read for you and the audience, each member. These are titles from the CDC website on parasites. Malaria, that's caused from fleas, or mosquitoes, and they carry the parasite. Neglected tropical diseases, parasites in water, parasites in insects. Neglected parasitic infections in the United States is another headline and link that they have. Parasites, animals, and pets. Parasites in food. Parasites in blood. This is from the CDC. Poor Dr. Ingram, he comes on here. God bless him. You're right. He is flamboyant and eccentric.
We love him. I love him.
But I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, he never ceases to amaze me. The other day, I got him on enzymes, and he started talking about cytochrome P450. Do you know how many people know about that? Not very many. Mm-hmm. And he was giving it out there, chapter and verse, and I'm sitting there listening. I'm thinking, this is a clinic. And he talks about parasites all the time. He insists that that's an epidemic and nobody's addressing it.
Doc, what they do in other countries, they deworm themselves, just like we would deworm an animal.
Oh, my goodness.
A pet. So in the countries of Haiti, the Dominican Republic, twice a year, they deworm themselves.
How do they do that?
They take these medications. And because they know it's a problem, and they don't have the money to go to a hospital.
It's sanitary issues.
It's sanitary issues. But we in the United States think it's disgusting, and nobody's really the watchdog right now.
And Dr. Ingram, of course, talks about oil of oregano and some other products from North American Herb and Spice. Silver Biotics has a clinical trial going on for Lyme's disease.
Yes, for Lyme's disease.
That's a form of a parasitic disease.
They're called spirochetes, and they hide in the vertebrae. But when they can peek their little heads out and get into the bloodstream, silver will kill it. And if you're also backing it with the wild oregano, they don't have a chance.
Of course, then there are medications as well. Mm-hmm. And I would not abandon traditional medicine. People, see, this is the problem. Mm-hmm. People get so ideological, saying, I don't want anything to do with traditional medicine. I'm just going to do all natural. Or the other way around. All natural, and I don't want anything. When I was in the middle of cancer treatment, I was on chemo and radiation. I had somebody say to me, why are you doing chemo? First of all, that was insensitive to say. I'm in the middle of it. No. I said, because it's going to save my life. The person was profoundly ignorant. There was no way that there was no natural therapy that was going to cure me. None. Zero. Zero? I asked some of the best naturopaths in the world. They said, none exist. Do the traditional. So I'm just saying to you, please, I beseech you, I beg you, don't lose your objectivity. Use your critical thinking skills. Challenge people. Now, the issue of silver. Quite frankly, Dr. Byrd will tell you, for a long time, there's been a lot of hocus pocus surrounding silver. It will cure this. It will do that. It'll part the waters. It'll raise the dead. Is that what they gave Lazarus? Is that how Lazarus got up from the ground? Is that what it was? They gave him some silver? I mean, it got crazy. And people turning blue because they're making the stuff at home, harming themselves. That's all. That's part of the history, right? Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Where are we today? Tell the listener and viewer where we are today.
We've got the Silver Biotics Advantage, where there is a new chemical structure called an AG404 that is actually silver and electrocution meet hand in hand. And what I mean by that is
electricity.
A lot of electricity at a very high volume, alternating current is blasted into water with silver bullion, 80,000 volts. Alternating current.
Does it turn into colloidal?
Yeah, it turns it turns water into, if you can imagine, a homeopathic type product, Doc. And they call it the silver advantage because there's no way, because of the frequency, the resonant frequency, because of how it's designed, it keeps spinning. The molecular structure spins in your body like a catalytic converter. It doesn't fall out of solution, and you can drink bottles of this stuff every day if you needed to. Most people don't, and you'll never turn blue.
How many clinical trials are in play or have been performed with the product? I talked to Keith.
Yeah, over 400 already. And there's usually several per year that keep coming with major infectious diseases.
Now, this is galaxies away from where it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's one of the issues I have with the natural products industry and the world of natural health. A lot of nonsense and hocus pocus and just pure charlatanism taking advantage of people because they're ill. Mm-hmm. And what we're trying to do here, part of our program in educating, is to make you aware. Show me the data. Let's talk nutrition coast to coast and globally.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
getting an education from Dr. Byrd, telling me where I can go buy some low-carb millet flax bread and this and that. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Byrd has been in the natural products realm, natural health realm for decades. She's one of the most keenly aware practitioners of natural health and the different therapies. And I like having her on the show, and she comes into studio because she can give practical insight. But she also relies on the science because she knows it's a science-based show. And she's an educator, and she's a broker for many companies. She represents many companies. And she is an educator for American Biotech Labs, the makers of Silver Biotics. Of all the silver products, that's probably among the best in legitimate science-based product. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. David, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to have you on.
I want to know, is this been out a while, the Blue Biotics? And is it new? Because I can find a shop. I can find it. Where can I find it?
First of all, I recognize the voice. Hi, David. Welcome, welcome to the show. I finally got to meet you on Friday in Largo. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I didn't go.
Oh, then you sound like the guy was there named David too.
No, I met you about a couple years ago at the Tyrone.
Well, you and this other guy, man, have the same voice. You must be brothers. And
yeah, there is a guy on the radio. Some but calls these stations. Sounds like me on the radio too.
Yeah. So what do you want to know? Where to get the product?
Well, I think I have it. But when she says Advantage and then there's new formula.
All right, let her tell you which. Let her tell you which product she's talking about, and you certainly can get them at Vitamin Discount Center. But let her tell you.
Hello, David. Thanks for calling in. Yes, it's called Silver Biotics. It comes in a box. It's the liquid form. And then there's also the ASAP 365 Silver Biotics Silver Gel. Those are the two products available at Vitamin Discount.
What about...
Been there a while?
It been there a while?
Yes, it has.
Okay. Then I probably have it then. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how would he... How do you use it and why, David?
Well, I got it in a spray bottle...
Yes.
With another formula, which I won't mention, it's probably empty. I just used their bottle and put your stuff in it. And I put it under the tongue, on the face. I had skin cancer many times, and people realize it's anti-everything. It's anti-cancer. I'm not saying it'll cure it, but I spray it on a lot of stuff, my hands, my face, under my tongue.
Really?
And I put a little oregano oil in it from the other guy you mentioned.
Perfect. That's a fabulous combination. You're a very brilliant man.
Then I roll it in the joint.
Oh, well.
And you roll it.
I made that up.
He's making that up. Well, it sounds good, David. And they also make one product that I like a lot. It's called the Advanced Healing Skin Cream. This is the new packaging? Or?
Yes, and the store would have to special order that for you.
They have to it's not in the VDC stores. It may be in some other health stores in the Tampa Bay area. Is it or not?
It's being launched next month. So.
Okay, so we'll end up in
Stay tuned.
Will it end up in Vitamin Discount Center? You
we
think?
hope so.
Okay, and what you can do, I know that the good people at Vitamin Discount Center, I'm sure other stores as well. If you went in and said, I need to get the Silver Biotics Advanced Healing Skin Cream, they will special order it for you. I use this product on my face, the Advanced Healing Skin Cream. It's infused with nano silver technology. They have some special technique there at Silver Biotics, American Biotech Labs, rather, that they use that Dr. Byrd was alluding to a moment ago. But you're using the product in the way it was designed, at least in some way.
People don't understand that this was the basis of antibiotics before they invented antibiotics.
That's right.
That's true. And it got sort of, people start self-treating and mixing stuff at home and turning blue and damaging themselves. You don't need to do that anymore. People don't need to do that. You got science-based companies, legit. And which one of these is FDA cleared?
It's the gel. It's just in a different package, but the FDA has cleared our medical gel, which is exactly the same as the gel
What does it
available
mean?
vitamin
What does it
discount.
mean when the FDA clears
What
the
that
product?
means is they won't arrest us for saying that it can help with MRSA, viral resistant bacteria, candida yeast, mold, and staph. Those are very strong claims, and the FDA is allowing us to say it
For which product?
On the ASAP OTC, the medical label, Doc.
Is that any different from anything else?
No, it's just a different label that we have to put it in a box.
So what can what could David and other listeners and viewers? Which product is that?
That is the silver gel, the Silver Biotics silver gel.
That is FDA cleared. Mm-hmm. And repeat.
What if you close your eyes and like I got close your eyes and rub it on your face in your eye area with your eye closed?
You can do that. You can do it with your eyes open. It's perfectly safe in any orifice of the body.
So say it again. The silver gel product is FDA cleared. Therefore, you can make which claims now?
We can make claims against MRSA, viral resistant bacteria, which is a big deal in hospitals now, staph, viruses, and Candida albicans.
You can make those claims.
Yes, we can.
Because the silver gel product is FDA cleared. There's a medical version of it called ASAP wound dressing OTC.
Yeah, you can put it in any wound.
It's the same product. Yeah. They sell it to doctors.
Yes, yes.
But it's the same product as the silver gel. Same thing, FDA cleared. That's what I mean by back in the day, all that hocus pocus around silver. American Biotech Labs in a different stratosphere altogether. David, how have you been, by the way, pal?
I've been all right. I was wondering, since you mentioned that combination, why can't they put a little oregano and that stuff silver in a pill?
May not work.
With my other stuff.
May not work. It's hard to formulate products with these compounds. Certain compounds don't mix well together. I'm not a chemist. I've taken chemistry, but I would never pass myself off as a formulator. God, I'd probably kill myself. But some compounds just don't work well together.
David, that's a great question. Sometimes you can swallow an oregano capsule with your silver at the same time, and that's awesome. And it's effective. In order to put enough silver in a cap, it may be difficult. The cap may have to be too large because you need about 1 teaspoon will kill salmonella. That's the
Can you make that claim? Are you allowed to make that?
5 milligrams.
You're allowed to make that claim?
Yes, we are. It's in our research.
So you see the difference there, David and others watching and listening to the show. Show me the data. I feel very comfortable with Dr. Byrd making those claims on the air because the product is FDA cleared and she can say it. Now, I won't let other guests come on here and say that because I'm not going to contaminate the show with false claims and nonsense and hocus pocus. We're just not going to let that happen. So I'm very comfortable.
At 5 ppm for 1 teaspoon.
Parts per million. David, we always appreciate you. Thank you for listening and participating in the show. Thank you so much.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilomax, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. The question is going to address the issue or the notion or concept of when a product is FDA cleared. I just discussed this with a caller and a listener to the show, David. He's been for many years, and we appreciate his listenership. He's been calling in for years. Always has something interesting on his mind. And we were telling him that the Silver Gel product from Silver Biotics, the product that I'm holding up if you're watching, is FDA cleared. Here's the question. To say that this product is FDA cleared, which of the following can be said? That it cures or that it what? What's the word?
It meets the FDA approval trial. You have to go through a very rigid process and show the research with clinical studies. You can't just say it. You have to prove it to the FDA.
Then can you say it cures or it...
No, you don't cure anything, Doc.
Okay, so what's the language that you can use? That what?
That it'll show... Many of these products, like what we had to do, is file it as a medical device.
So what?
Like it's a barrier.
I understand.
A barrier to the
Can
problem.
it promote healing for...
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
It promotes healing.
All right, it promotes healing for which of the following? You mentioned them.
MRSA, staph, candida yeast, viral-resistant bacteria.
Or all of the above. Silver Biotics gel product is FDA cleared because it can help promote healing for which of the following?
MRSA, viral-resistant bacteria, staph, candida albicans.
Or all of the above. Let me just give you a hint. It's a fabulous product. Hey, here's the number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-8255.
No product cures anything. Neither does any pharmaceutical. So if you're in a natural, somebody's trying to sell you some supplements that it's going to cure something or other, walk away.
That's right.
They're full of baloney or some other luncheon meat. So to say that Silver Gel product from American Biotech Labs is FDA clear because it promotes healthy and natural healing for
MRSA, staph, viral-resistant bacteria, and Candida albicans.
Or all of the above. It does many things. There's a hint. Call us again at
877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. I just want to point out that...
Talking to your mic.
I just want to point out that the owner of the company, works their booth.
Keith.
Dr. Keith Moeller, yes.
Okay. They don't have models sitting there. They didn't hire some marketing firm. When we went to Expo East, he was sitting there like he normally does at the office.
Yes.
Wearing clothes that he wears to the office.
That's right.
Being as original as anybody could be.
Yeah.
And
I've had many conversations with him. An hour at a time, hour and a half at a time. Because he knows I'm interested in the research, Gary, he'll entertain me to my heart's content.
And it was amazing. He had a file folder with him, and you would ask him a question, and he was like Quick Draw McGraw, wham, and pulled out, like at this study right here.
Yeah, and he's a down-to-earth guy. He even had a hunting knife in his pocket that impressed you.
Yes, and I went and bought it.
Because he's a hunter.
Yeah.
Can I see the knife?
No, it's in the bike.
You have to show it to me. Keith, Dr. Keith Moeller?
Yes, Moeller.
Mm-hmm. Moeller, how do you spell that?
Moeller.
Is he one of the owners?
Yes, he is one of the owners. There's 4 brothers.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's a Utah-based company, right?
Yes, it is.
American Biotech Labs. They're all over it. Love their Silver Gel product. I use that. I use their ASAP-OTC. It's the same product, but it's for medical doctors. And then I use their Advanced Healing Skincare. This product is amazing. And then the liquid.
The liquid, Silver Biotics. Or rocks.
Let's go to St. Pete. Lori, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thank you very much.
So which of the following can we safely say, because the product is FDA cleared, that the silver gel product from American Biotech Labs helps promote natural healing for
MRSA, Candida albicans, viral-resistant bacteria,
or all of
staph.
the staph infection, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Yeah, it will. You can't say it heals or cures. It can help promote healing for those diseases?
Yes, it acts as a barrier or a Band-Aid, so the disease is not allowed to attack the body.
So that's how it promotes healing. That's what we can legally say.
For the gel, internally, we can knock it out, eradicate it on the inside,
if you drink it.
If you drink it, yes. Or nebulize it.
Yeah, I drink it.
Do you drink it?
All right.
I drink it, and I spray it on my dog, too, for the bites he has.
Excellent.
Does it work on the dog?
Oh, yes.
Serious? Are you serious?
I am serious. It works on him. I have to make sure he doesn't lick it off.
So what does he have? Fleas, and it gives him sores, or what?
No, he don't have fleas. It's just like maybe he's allergic to the grass. Every time he goes in the grass, he starts scratching. And I give him good food.
And so you spray that. Which product are you using that you spray on him? Which it is?
The liquid silver.
The liquid silver. You spray it on him, and does it heal the condition?
It heals it. It might take a little while, but it does heal it.
If you don't use it, it would get out of management control. You're saying, is that what you're saying?
Right.
I see. All right. So there you go. It even helps the dog.
And the gel is safe for dogs too, Lori.
The gel is safe for dogs.
I even had to spray his eyes.
Yes, it's safe.
He had something in his eyes.
There you go. See, these are things that Dr. Byrd says all the time. Thank you. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card, Dr. Byrd. You're always welcome into the walls of this studio. We enjoy having you on.
Thank you.
Good show.
It's been wonderful.
Good show. It's practical, based on science. American Biotech Labs. There are Silver Biotics products. Fine health stores throughout the U.S. Visit their website, because your health is your wealth.